Sustainable development was formally defined as the development that involves meeting the need of present generation without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. In the report titled A Common Future, this report was an outcome of deliberation of a group constituted by World Commission on Environment and Development. This definition of sustainable development initiated a lot of debate. The scientists were of the opinion that the term need and development has not been defined properly in this report. Need cannot be generalized universally. It varies from place to place and person to person. Similarly, development was also not properly defined. This report explains development as something people do to improve their lives. Therefore, it becomes amenable to varied interpretations and is not properly defined. The definition of development is not precise enough to make it more in favor of nature conservation than on building roads, factories, infrastructure, etc. The Oxford Dictionary meaning of development is a stage of advancement. Now, Herman Daly, an ecological economist, referred to sustainable development as an oxymoron as it has two contradictory terms: need and development. Sustainability refers to a process which can be continued indefinitely without depleting the resource base on which it depends. Therefore, it is the practical goal towards which our interaction with the natural world should be directed. The guiding principles of sustainability cut across ecological, economic, social, and cultural dimensions. Furthermore, as has been pointed out by Michael Redcliffe, the sustainability discussion has gradually over the years moved away from human needs to human rights. The concept of sustainable development is now well accepted at international, national, and local levels. Sustainable development means different things to different people. But there are three important disciplines traditionally concerned with the processes involved in conceptualizing sustainable development. The discipline of economics is mainly concerned with growth, efficiency, and the optimum use of resources. On the other hand, sociologists mainly focus on human needs and on concepts like equity, empowerment, and social cohesion. Ecologists, on the other side, show their greatest concern on preserving natural systems, for living within the carrying capacity of the environment, and for dealing efficiently with population. These days, this sectarian approach to development adopted by the above mentioned disciplines has been rejected, and it is believed that sustainable development today can be achieved when the concerns of all these three groups are addressed in a holistic manner. To achieve this desired goal of sustainable development, societies have to make certain transitions which are very much essential. There is a broad consensus on the following transition to make future societies. First one is a demographic transition from a continually growing population to the one population that is stable. Second one is a resource transition to an economy that is not solely obsessed with growth, rather relies more on nature's income and protects ecosystem capital from depletion. Next is technological transition from pollution intensive economic production to environmental friendly processes. Fourth one is political or sociological transition, and the fifth one is community transition. There are certain priority areas for achieving the goals of sustainable development. The first one is slow down population growth. This is essential for addressing all the other priority areas. The second one is reduce poverty, inequality, and third world debt. Improving health, longevity, and literacy, increasing employment, etc. This is important for curbing the loss of species, the extent of land degradation, and water pollution. Third one is make agriculture sustainable. This includes reducing soil erosion and decreasing the use of harmful agricultural practices. This is important for curbing the loss of biodiversity, land degradation, and pollution. The fourth one is protect forest and other habitats. This includes reforestation and afforestation of wastelands, protection of other living resources, control greenhouse gases and ozone layer depletion. This is important for reducing air pollution, land degradation, depletion of energy and minerals. The fifth one is make energy use sustainable. This includes improved energy efficiency, conserving energy and developing renewable energy resources. This is important for reducing air pollution, land degradation, depletion of energy and minerals. The sixth one is make water use sustainable. This includes improving efficiency of water use and protecting water quality. This is important for curbing water pollution and depletion and land degradation. Seventh and the last one is reduce waste generation. This includes improving production processes, waste treatment and recycling processes. This is important for reducing air and water pollution and energy, mineral and water depletion.